Well, a Valley couple right now is facing a major financial strain. They're trying to find better paying jobs to support their growing family. But a recent business opportunity is doing more harm than good.
That's right. Tonight, 13 Action News looks at the 4 things you need to know before accepting your next job offer.
That's cold. You don't do people like that.
Iana and Howard Maitland are angry. This young couple with a newborn and 16-month-old are facing serious debt, all because of a job they found online. Howard was hired as a driver last month by an Australian-based company.
They were supposedly setting up an office out here in Las Vegas, and they needed a driver, someone that knew the city.
They sent Howard this check for more than $6,900 to allegedly pay for movers delivering company equipment to Las Vegas.
The bank said everything was good, and they still held it over for a couple of days afterwards just to make sure. And then after that, they released the funds, so we thought, okay, everything was good.
Howard's new employer instructed him to withdraw $5,500, then deposit the money into a Bitcoin account to pay the movers. But the next day, it all backfired.
She got a alert from the bank, and then she showed me the bank statement. It said, account overdrawn $5,500, and we're like, well, how did that happen?
It turns out the check was counterfeit, and now the bank wanted its money back, but it was already gone.
In this particular case, it was a legitimate check. It just wasn't issued by the owner of the account.
Phyllis Gergovich is president and CEO of the Nevada Bankers Association. She points out the check came from the Girl Scouts of America. Howard says he asked about that.
They said it was their sponsor company.
So what do you need to know to avoid being a victim too? Number 1, beware of an employer sending an upfront check before you've done any work. Just like Howard, ask your bank to verify the check.
But you need to understand that while they may be able to help you spot a fake, they can't always confirm that the check is valid.
Number 2, you should wait at least 2 weeks after depositing a check to make sure it's been fully vetted and processed.
Just because the funds have cleared does not mean the check was valid or the check was good. By federal law, the bank has to make those funds available to the customer pretty quickly. Most times it's 2 days.
Number 3, you're accountable if any check turns out to be counterfeit.
It is your responsibility to know the source of the funds you're depositing. You are expected to know and trust where those funds are coming from.
And number 4, if you're a victim, be sure you have open communication with your bank.
It's painful to find out you're a victim of a scam, but it can escalate and be even more painful if you find yourself having to defend yourself to the legal authorities to prove that you weren't actually involved.
Iana and Howard say they're still trying to clear things up with their bank, but Howard wants job seekers to know it's important to do some research about any potential employer.
Do a thorough investigation.
That's right. And if you've been the victim of a fake check scam, talk to your bank. It's also important to file a police report. And if the check was mailed, file a complaint with the U.S. Postal Inspection Service. We have more information on our website. Just go to ktnv.com.
Yeah, it is so unfortunate. So many people out there looking to take part of these scams.
Right. I mean, it happens so, and unbeknownst to you sometimes,
right.
The check is bogus, you know?